Okay, so just testing out a bit of driving vlogging. Hoping this magic arm is stable enough because I don't want the Leica being damaged already. But yeah, I'm just on my way to the gym. Gonna nip and get some petrol first. But yeah, I feel like maybe driving and vlogging is like pretty good for me because I don't know, you're not really looking at the camera, you're concentrating on the road, you're just chatting, saying what's on your mind. So yeah, it's always a hard junction to get out to. Yeah, the angle of the camera I've not got quite right. It's a bit close to me, but there's nowhere else I can really put the arm on the dashboard. So I could do with like the wide angle filter, I guess. But yeah, it's not to be for this vlog anyway. So yeah, I'm not sure what the lighting's like in here. I've got it on auto exposure, filming an ilog with the Leica Vivid on, and I've got my DJI mic mini recording through the transmitter, which is plugged in to the USB-C because can't afford a mic pro or whatever they're called now for the Insta 360 ones, which look really good, but it's just one of them. I can't justify it when this setup works. It's not really gotten in the way yet. I know it's not as good quality really as the Insta 360 ones, but it does the job, doesn't it? You know, I'm sure you're not watching me through your screens, watching YouTube, thinking, I wish you had the Mic Pro. And that's sort of like what I'm trying to get past. It's like trying to have the perfect gear. I just need to start filming because I'm always like, oh yeah, what about this filter or what about this microphone and stuff before, you know, to get it perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You know, it's the content that matters. Anyway, at the petrol station now, and let's see how this turned out. So I've got the petrol, and yeah, I'm on the way to the gym. Really don't want to go, but sort of, yeah, I need to. Trying to lose some weight for my wedding, which is in September. Getting married, I can't believe it. It's so exciting. I think it's literally a month today. It's on the 5th of September. Today's 5th of August. So yeah, it's all happening. So yeah, just trying to do cardio really. Just focusing on doing 5k runs at the moment. I think I was doing weightlifting and stuff before that, but I feel the situation I'm in when I need to lose sort of body fat rapidly. And I know I'm not going to like lose as much as I want because I've left it too late, but yeah, I think running cardio is probably the best thing to do and the most sustainable really as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and sort of do at least 3 a week, 3 5Ks a week. Last week I did 4, but I'm away this weekend. I'm a stag do, so likely to only be 3 this week because I didn't go yesterday and Monday. That only leaves me with Wednesday, Thursday and Friday to go to the gym, which is fine. I'm eating well as well. I'm sort of controlling my calories, so you know, I guess that's the main way to lose weight, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I just want to be a bit less puffy, I guess, like around the face and you know, hopefully a bit around the waist as well. But who knows? We can only try our best, and that's all I'm going to do. You know, it's we all struggle with, well, a lot of us struggle with with weight and controlling food and exercising enough. We all live busy lives, and it's hard to fit in with work and just enjoying yourself as well. I didn't want a lead up to the wedding to be really military like just not leaving any room for enjoyment. I feel like that would ruin the vibe of the wedding if we were just really super drilled for 2 months leading up to it and not giving ourselves any time to enjoy life. And we're all about that, and that's why we get on so much, and why we're sort of perfect for each other. We like living in the moment. We like trying new things and just going out and doing stuff. Wish I had more money to do it sometimes, but I suppose saving for a wedding, it's difficult to sort of achieve that balance anyway. So if you're sort of not allowing yourself to eat nice food and have the odd drink on top of that, then it's a pretty miserable period, potentially. So yeah, we're determined for it not to be that, and it's not been that. It's been great, enjoying every minute, to be honest. And it's sort of going to be not sad, obviously, because it's a new chapter, enjoying the rest of our lives together officially. But yeah, it's sort of bittersweet in terms of that excitement, planning a wedding and the build up to the wedding. People excited for you, getting excited at different plans and just being in that bubble of, it's stressful as well. It's not been too bad, to be honest, but I think we're probably coming up to the most stressful period now, but it's been enjoyable. I've really, I'm sort of gonna miss being in that engagement bubble of planning a wedding, but I'm sure I'll very much enjoy being married officially, and I don't want to say getting out on the way, because it's going to be an amazing day hopefully, and I just mean in terms of it's done now, we enjoy the rest of our lives together. And I'm definitely, as I say, I'm definitely going to enjoy not having to save up for a wedding and spend tens of thousands of pounds. So all the money is sort of going out in the next couple of weeks. I feel rich at the moment, but I know none of it's really for me, in terms of it's not all for us. It's not staying in our account. It's we're not going on nice holidays with it. It's going to suppliers and venues and all of that nice stuff. So, but yeah, that's just how much weddings cost these days. If you want to go all out, if you like, which we're not. We're sort of in between. It's really nice sort of balance that we've got of not being too expensive, but also it's expensive enough to, you can feel it when you're saving, but you've got to do it for your budget really as well. That you can't be, I know people talk about fairy tale weddings and all that, and they sort of go overboard and get into debt. I just don't see the point in that. I think it's much better if you just set your expectations of what you can afford, and you make the day what it is. You're the people who are going through it and who are sort of organising it. And we've done loads of DIY stuff. We've designed the stationery ourselves, invitations. We're sort of doing a lot of the decorations ourselves as well. So we're not really, which is nice because you got the creative flexibility. You don't have to, you're only going back and forth between yourself. You're not, sending emails back and forward to a supplier to get the perfect draft of something. You've got sort of full creative control over it, which is nice. And I know the professionals do a great job, and I would never, sneer at someone going for something like that, because them industries are really valuable and people who are creative are really valuable. You know, AI is just, that's a whole other thing. You know, people are using that now, and it's just such a shame that it's probably taking business away from people, you know, stationery makers and all of that sort of stuff. So I don't know. I think yeah, I've sort of got the skill set from different jobs I've done in the past, and just learning myself as well. That I feel like I've got a good creative eye for designing things, and also yeah, the technical ability to do so. So it sort of just made sense for me to do that. Yeah, we've got a band, and they look amazing. I really hope that they are. Sure they will be. But yeah, live music is a massive part of our wedding, and it wouldn't have felt right if we didn't have a band. That was sort of the first thing on our list, because we both love music. DJs are great, but it's just a different atmosphere altogether, and it just, you know, having a live band is just makes such a difference, I think. So I'm really happy about that, and really happy we've got one. It's expensive, but you know, they seem to be very good, very professional. So yeah, I'm really excited to get dancing. And they're DJing as well, so we're sort of like, it's quite good. We can tailor the playlist, the set list to our tastes, and they just sort of, you know, perform it / play it on the DJ set, which is, it's good having it all in one package as well. So you're not messing around with two different people, two different sets of PAs and all that. So yeah, really, really exciting. Food's going to be amazing by the looks of it. We had we tasted it ourselves in the wedding tasting. That was a really nice evening. Stuff like that is I think it's going to be like what I miss about planning a wedding. Those sort of special moments where you're like, you know, it was like a date night that we went and like tasted our menu and chose which food we wanted, you know, for our day, and it was just such a beautiful evening. Genuinely, like, just, yeah, I've kind of missed stuff like that, where going to wedding fairs, all that sort of stuff, you know. Some people don't like it, but you know, I've really sort of enjoyed it, and I've made the point of trying to enjoy the whole process, because, you know, I feel like I'd regret it if I didn't enjoy it. So yeah, I'm happy with our sort of journey so far, and yeah, only 4 weeks to go really until the big day. 4.5, I think. So yeah, plenty more gym visits hopefully in that time, and yeah, eating good food, eating well, eating healthy, and just generally looking after myself. You know, I don't want to go in looking haggard. So yeah, lots of sort of grooming. Not that I wouldn't usually do, but like certainly maybe like taking up a level. Like I do look after my skin, but we've been doing this Korean skincare stuff, which is a bit more expensive, but you know, it's definitely making a difference, and stuff like that, where it's just making you look a bit healthier, a bit like, yeah, a bit more glowy for the big day. So I'm at the gym now. I'm going to do a 5k and just go home and get showered, and then yeah, hopefully this driving style vlog has been good for me and for you. I want to get more natural, just like speaking to the camera and like coming up with stuff, and that's why I thought like usually in the car is a good place to do it. Because I do quite like a car conversation. I know I'm not getting anything back, but yeah, talking to myself. Stop talking, Mark. All right, see you later. Okay, so I'm out with the gym now. A lot more red than before, as you can see. did the 5k and I was really happy with it. Actually, I was a bit worried because I had only a couple of days off, Monday, Tuesday. Last 5k I did was Sunday. So I was sort of, when I miss a couple of days, I'm usually a bit like, oh, will I feel it more, because I was sort of getting into a nice habit of the 5Ks and improving. The time, I'm not too bothered about the time, but definitely like the ease of it, if that makes sense. So I think when you start running, your body's getting used to it, you're huffing and puffing a lot, and you sort of struggle to up your speed and lower your time. And again, it's not really just about that, but it's nice to do, and I guess that's how you measure improvements, isn't it, with running? And today just felt really easy in a way, but I went into a bit of a zone which I've never done before. Obviously mentioning the wedding earlier on the way to the gym, and I was sort of like ad-libbing a speech in my head because I've not written a speech yet, but I don't know, I was sort of like in this zone of like just speaking to the speech to myself in my head while I was running, and I was not looking at the screen at all of like where I was up to time or distance wise, which I think helps. But it's hard to do that if you're not having an internal monologue with yourself. So, and that was like that kept me like really focused. I almost forgot I was running. I was like, I was getting quite impressed as well what I was coming up with on the fly, which has made me sort of tempted in a way to not write too much of a script and just speak from the heart a bit on it. I think I'll do a structure so I know where I'm going with it, where I'm starting, where I'm ending, and like remembering to mention certain things, but I don't think I'm really gonna go deep on. I don't want to be looking down at a piece of paper the whole time, essentially. So I was doing that, and so I sort of started first few minutes and then went into that zone and looked down, and I'd done 3k and 15 minutes had passed, which really helped. And then I was sort of like not quite as in the zone for the rest of it, but I was like in a nice momentum that sort of kept me steady and kept me breathing nicely and not getting too het up. So I really enjoyed that. Hopefully I can do the same again tomorrow, but we'll see. Some terrible drivers on the motorway these days, I have to admit. I mean, these people are so impatient. Trying to move into this lane, but no one's letting me. Here we go. Okay, so now I can concentrate. So really happy with that. Not feeling too like done in as well after it, which is nice. I felt like I had a perfect amount of energy. I'd eaten really well today and like sort of left enough time before the run in between eating, I guess, to go to the gym. So I wasn't too hungry, wasn't too full, had the right amount of energy. I nailed it basically. So really enjoyed that. We go again. I think tomorrow will be more difficult because it's always, after you've had a break, it is generally easier. I know I sort of contradicts what I said before, but definitely when you're sort of building the miles up in your legs over a few days, you start to feel it. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be difficult. I think Friday might be just in the zone, The third day is generally like goes a bit easier again, I think. And I've got the weekend off, so I don't think I'll fit a run in, to be honest. So we're playing a wedding at the weekend in the band I'm in. I play drums in an indie covers band. And we're playing a wedding, not Essex, but I think it's around those ways, like say Albert City, I would say. And there's our guitarist. He's driven past me on the motorway, random. So yeah, it will be us two convoying down. So yeah, I'm excited really. And then it's my stag do. We're going into London, so we're staying for the weekend, going down to London on the Sunday. So hopping the train. I think it only takes about 20 minutes. So yeah, going to Ronnie Scott's jazz club. Bit of jazz, bit of I think it's a swing band, but I've always wanted to go there. It's definitely not like a crazy debauched stag do. It's a very tame sort of cultured one. So yeah, jazz club and a cocktail bar and a few Guinnesses rather than just going out drinking all day. I mean, drinking will be involved, but we're not going to get hammered. Big drive back on Monday, so can't get too bad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I was sort of umming and ahhing about whether to do a stag do at all, because I've not got a massive group of friends, and it's sort of like I wouldn't want like loads of sort of acquaintances there anyway. I just want it to be a close group. So this was sort of the perfect excuse for it when this gig came in and we knew we were going down for the weekend. Sort of nice to combine it. The band are my 3 out of 4 of my closest friends anyway. So yeah, as I say, sort of worked out really well. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing something to market anyway. So yeah, I'm very much excited. Nearly home now. I'm going to have some tea. Maybe do some wedmin, as they call it. I need to sort of finish like the order of service or the stationery stuff that I was talking about before. Table plans. Yeah, there's a fair bit to do, but I've sort of got the basis of the designs there. I just need to actually start populating the content of them and making sure it's accurate and getting them ready to print essentially. Apart from that, I mean, I think they're the main things left to do apart from pay everyone. So I am a bit stressed, but I feel like I'm in an okay position. It could be a lot worse. It's certainly manageable and doable in the time we've got left. It's just making sure I think the hardest part really is making sure you put the time aside, because it's so easy to just be like, yeah, we'll plan a night of Wedman, and then you get to the night and you're like, should we just leave it because we've sort of got ages left, and then all of a sudden you've got 4 weeks left, and you can't leave it anymore. So it's getting out of that mindset of leaving it for the night and actually just doing it. Yeah, no, I think I'm feeling pretty motivated about everything, about exercising and eating and losing the weight, and then getting everything ready for the wedding day as well, and making it a day to remember. Yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. It's terrible parking here. Yeah, really excited. Just cannot wait. Another impatient driver. I don't get road rage much, but some people are just terrible on the roads, I have to admit. Like, they just can't wait to get to where they're going, and they can't, if they slow down for 1 second, like they're pulling the hair out. It's not healthy. It's not safe. Yeah, just about to pull in to mine now, and yeah, it's chill time, I believe. Not much space left for me to park here, but I'll try my best. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, I'm back. So I will check in on the next drive, I guess. Thanks for joining me, and hope this setup looks good. I'll work on it because I feel like I need a wider view. Really, it'd be good to get it sort of in the corner over there. But I mean, this isn't bad. I quite like it. Just a lot of my head. And on the drive down to London at the weekend, I'm going to try and do a podcast in here with my brother. So that'll be fun. I don't know how I'm going to film it, but I'll work something out. So yeah, adios, and I'll see you on the other side.